They know it. And they know they've been holding their leaders accountable on different issues, and it has been happening. However, to answer to something you mentioned about Orkarao and what is happening and the trend, I disagree with that totally, because I've told you there were 10 by-elections. This is the only one that has worked towards that direction. Look at Orkarao historically. 1995, the same thing happened. Government went there with machinery. They voted for an opposition candidate. In the last election, they elected a Jubilee candidate against the wave of UD in that area. However, look at Mbeere North, for example. If the argument is development is not working for the by-elections and Malava, as he said, and all that, if it worked there, it may work even in future. The point is that issue of now the people voting otherwise because of they are punishing, maybe they don't want the development and all that. I am disagreeing with that, because the problem with our society is that, as he said, we are poor. And as long as we are poor, the politicians will always take advantage of the situations. When I say that, I see our country having a lot of inequalities. The margin between the rich and the poor is very big, and that's one of the reasons politicians, be it in the opposition or pro-government, will always use what they have at hand, whether it's dirty money, whether it's whichever method they are using to get that vote. And I have a concern with our constitution. Since the implementation of our constitution, we have always had budget deficits. Do you know why? Because our constitution was extremely expensive. Look at the counties, for example. If I give you 3 scenarios of 3 counties, county of Embu, county of Tharaka Nithi, county of Meru. That's why you're having the conversation of Mount Kenya East and West about resources. Because in the last regime of Jubilee, for example, of Uhuru, all the resources zilikuwa zinafika pale makutano, zinapika break. So the people are not excited with all the other regimes have like marginalized the Mount Kenya East. And that's why you hear the conversation, trailer imechoka kuvuta mzigo, wacha ikatwe. Because now they see the deception that has been there. You guys, we have been supporting you to get this position. But once you get it, you forget about us. And now you say you want us to help you to put to the basket to get the vote. But Judy, even having said that, when you look at development and how it's affecting our voting patterns, and I said about the counties, these counties, when you look at, do we need 10 CECs, 15 chief officers, directors in each and every county, and look at the revenues that these counties are producing? That I'm showing you where the deficit has been coming all these years. We are having counties that is producing, for example, Embu County is producing around collecting revenue of 700 million. What are they getting from the government? A whole 7 billion. Another county, even those local counties in the Mashinani, are supported by counties like Nairobi, Mombasa, Eldoret, these big counties that collect a lot of revenue. So that inequality, sometimes I think we need a conversation at some point and ask ourselves, are these a number of spending we are having with the staff, chief officers, governors, do we need 40 MCAs in one county? Do we need 30 MCAs in one county assembly that are just getting seating allowances and all that, becoming expensive? We are talking about budgets